Hey guys, welcome to a new video. This is Amber, and today I just thought that I would share a few of my new art goodies with you. So some of these I have made myself, one thing I have been gifted, and I've also bought myself two new art books. So I've wondered today what I really wanted to make a video about, but really I just want to have a look at like all my new things and do some painting with gouache as well. So I'm really excited about gouache at the moment. As you know, if you've been around my channel for a while, I flip between mediums, and I feel like saying that I'm now a jack of all mediums but master of none, because I just, as soon as I feel like I get good at something, then I'm like, oh, I'm bored of this now. I want to go and move on to a different medium. So one minute it's watercolor, then it's gouache, then it's like mixed media, then colored pencils again. So just at the moment, I'm really fancying doing some gouache art, and that is kind of what a lot of this this is about, I guess. So we'll get started straight away with probably what is the most exciting. I don't know. There's a lot of really nice goodies here today. So most of it I've made myself. So starting off, we're gonna talk about this sketchbook. So I'm hoping you can see everything on the camera. Yes, as long as I keep it right about here. So this is a Cardi 100% cotton watercolor sketchbook that I have made myself, and I've made this for a purpose. So I really like the Cardi watercolor paper. It's very interesting and very different to your normal average watercolor paper. If you haven't tried this before, try and zoom in here so you can see the different like the different texture. You know, it feels really handmade. And I had this fabric that we bought, me and my mum, to make the pencil rolls and pencil wraps for my Etsy shop, and I actually haven't made any proper journals with it yet, so I thought I'd make myself one. And yeah, I just love how this book came out. I'm really excited to start filling it. And the reason that I made this one is because of another little product that I have made and have talked about on this channel before, and it is the pocket palette. So it's a little cardboard box, hand decorated by me, also available on my Etsy shop, with 25 colour palette. The ring light is my ring light is shining on them. 25 little mini colour palette cards, and each one is inspired by a different photo, a different royalty free photo. So they're all really lovely palettes, and I actually asked you guys to vote for your favourite colour palettes of last year on Instagram in the winter, and this is all the palettes that won the vote. So I actually share colour palettes monthly on Instagram to inspire your art, and then at the end of last year I turned all of the best ones or favourites into this little deck of palettes. So what I really wanted to do is use a sketchbook specifically to paint the colour palette. So I want to make a series here on YouTube where in every video I pick a colour palette card, I open my sketchbook page, and I'll go through all of my different materials and different like colours, coloured pencils, markers, paints, watercolours, all of it. And the idea is I'd like to start off in the back and sort of use a page to swatch out colours and to like explore all of my materials and stuff, and then go back to the front and create an actual painting with them. And I will do that 25 times and for 25 videos, so we can go through the entire pocket bit of a tongue twister there, pocket palette set. So a couple of days ago I received a review on my Etsy shop which said about how expensive the pocket palettes were, and it's unfortunate a little bit because they compared the pocket palettes to the Colour Cube, which I'm a massive fan of. I absolutely love the Colour Cube by Sarah Renee Clark, but the difference is I can't order things in massive quantities. And so the price for me is already quite high. So I think it's like affordable to buy these if you're in the UK. But once you start with shipping costs to international and stuff, they can get quite expensive. So my way of really trying to add a lot of value to these is by creating this series on YouTube where we can sort of explore the palettes together, you know, and create a whole sketchbook filled with different ideas for ways to use the pocket palettes. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do this. Not because of the review or anything. I wanted to do this anyways, but I really do think it would be a nice way to add a little more value to the palettes, and like a way for us to hang out with each other and just chat about different colour palettes and different art materials and all of that stuff. So this is my first sketchbook and my pocket palettes there. They are something I'm so proud of, and I really put a lot of time and effort into like designing the boxes and just, you know, designing the cards and everything. But when you're ordering things in small quantities, it does get quite expensive. But yeah, they like can't really be compared to the colour cubes, because I think the colour cube are amazing price for the amount of palettes you get in the box. But I just can't do that. So I want to make these as valuable as I can by making this YouTube series. Next up, another sketchbook. So a couple of videos ago, I completed this sketchbook, and this was is a Arches watercolor sketchbook. So it's my first ever sketchbook that I've ever filled up, and I'm super proud of it. And if you want to go and check the video out where I give you a sketchbook tour of all the pages, then you can check that out up in the top corner there. So obviously I filled this sketchbook and I wanted to make myself a new one. So this is my new Arches watercolor sketchbook, and this is just, I'm like, me and my mum recently, since we've been making the pencil and brush wraps or rolls and the sketchbooks and journals and everything for my Etsy shop, I've just been obsessed with like matching really beautiful fabrics to ribbons. And for the pencil rolls, like we've got the fabric on the outside, and for the pockets, and then we've got like a lining. So for the pencil roll that matches this one, we've got a lilac inside, and then we've also got one with a hot pink inside, which is really beautiful. So we've really enjoyed making everything here, and I thought that I would make myself a sketchbook in this material because I think it's just really beautiful. So this is my new Arches watercolor sketchbook, and for this one, for the other one I used just cold pressed Arches paper, and for this one I've used a mixture of both cold pressed and hot pressed, because I think I prefer working on cold pressed, but I'd like to use some coloured pencils on this paper as well. And I used to prefer using coloured pencils on the cold press, but now I just thought it'd be nice to have a mixture, really. I've not seen any sketchbooks like this before, where you would use a mixture of hot press and cold press. And because the Arches watercolour paper in the pads has like a little bit different texture on the back than it does on the front, the cold pressed is still cold pressed on the back and you can still work on it just fine, but it's a little bit smoother than the front. So that there's kind of like 4 different textures of paper in here. Even the hot pressed one, that's a little tiny bit different on the back than it is the front as well, but it all like works the same, I think. Well, pretty much. I never really noticed much of a difference in my other sketchbook, but yeah. So this has got, both of these sketchbooks I think have got 24 pages in, so I'm really excited to start using this one. So this one is like reserved just for using on the YouTube channel and sharing with you guys. And then this one is kind of just my sketchbook, you know, so I won't share all of the pages with you, but sometimes I sit down to create art and I just think I want to share it with you today. So that might happen with this as well. Just like my other one, there's loads of videos here on YouTube where I share my art in that sketchbook with you. So it's got a little wrap around, just go like this. I think this is just so beautiful, and it's got a little gold flower as a charm as well. So really happy with that one. And by the way, if you're interested in making your own sketchbooks like this, check out the amazing artist Denise Love, because I'll link her in the description, and she has got Skillshare classes where she shows you how to make these sketchbooks. So I've sort of adapted her technique to what fits me, I guess, as I learned from her mixed media sketchbook course or class on Skillshare. So I do get asked a lot about making a video where I share how I make my sketchbooks, but because I've learned and I sort of copy the exact techniques that Denise Love uses on her Skillshare class, it just doesn't really feel right to me to make the video and give it to you here free on YouTube, because I love her as an artist, and I don't know, I don't think that's right. So that's why I haven't done that, and I'm not going to either. Also, making that kind of video just doesn't excite me at all, so I'm not going to do that. But check out Denise Love, okay? And then finally, we've got one more little sketchbook. I really didn't need to make myself 3 more sketchbooks, but I didn't actually make this one for myself. It was on my Etsy shop, and then I thought, do you know what? I really love this little sketchbook. And I want it, so I took it off my Etsy shop, and I'm keeping it for myself. So this is another Cardi watercolor sketchbook. It's so these are like A5, and this one is A6, so this is a really small one. 24 pages again, filled with Cardi watercolor, cotton rag, handmade watercolor paper. Yeah, I was trying to think, and what did I forget? So I'm actually going to use this one to play with gouache. So this sketchbook's for everything, watercolor, whatever I feel like. I wanted this sketchbook to be only to be used for gouache. That could change, but it might not change. We'll see. I just thought it might be nice, and especially now I've got this. So we'll talk about this one next. So this one's got a little orange ribbon bookmark. The other two don't have bookmarks because I realised that I don't really use the bookmarks very much, but I do use the wraparounds all the time because it's just nice to keep your book closed. With this one, I think it's where the Arches watercolour paper is quite thick, but also with this one I didn't do the little backing, what would you call that? The spine. I didn't do the spine wide enough, so it kind of just wanted to keep coming open, but it's not too bad now actually. So that's that one. Little wraparound with a little cactus on. I do love a cactus. What should we talk about next? So let's do this, and then I'll show you the books after. A couple of weeks ago, I was contacted by the people who make this gouache. So I think the company's called Maya Stationery. Just going to have a sip of my tea a moment. Lovely. Yeah, Maya Stationery, and they do, I'm sure you've seen these before, these are kind of like the Ohuhu markers type thing, you know, when they just exploded a couple of years ago and was all over the internet. So I actually had a set of this gouache a few years ago now, and I've got to be honest, I don't ever know what happened to it. And it was like, I don't know, I didn't actually use it very much, to be honest, but then they got in touch with me again, and, or not again, but they got in touch with me and asked if I would like to receive a set of their gouache as a gift. But also I said, what would you like in return for it? And they was just like, a post or a video or something like that. So here we are making a video. Kind of. But anyway, the reason I wanted to accept this gouache, because I've been contacted by a lot of different brands, kind of like this level sort of brand, you know, recently, and I haven't accepted a lot of art supplies that have been offered to me, just because there's just not enough time, is there, to do everything and create videos for everything. And also I I noticed last year when I accepted a few watercolours and stuff, I just don't end up using it very much, and it just sort of sits there. So I didn't want to keep doing that and accepting free art supplies just for the sake of it. But this time we accepted, because these gouache, so they're called Himi, and but by the way, I really like how this sleeve is on here. You know how sleeves are normally just like that? I appreciate the sleeve on this. As soon as I got this out the box, I was like, I appreciate this sleeve. It's pretty cool being like that. Anyway, these are called jelly gouache or jelly cup gouache. Is that right? Something like that? Where is it? I'm glad the names are on the back as well. Oh, so it just says gouache paints. But yeah, jelly cup gouache, I'm sure is what they're called. Himi jelly gouache. Anyway, this has got 36 colours. It says safe and non-toxic, innovative design, washable, bright colours, silky smooth, quick drying. And you'll see, if you've never seen these before, I will be very surprised. But you get this box, a little palette, and then you also get these little cups, and they are filled with gouache paint, which is very interesting, right? So it's a bit different, and I don't exactly know how practical these will be. Before, when I said I bought a set of these, that I feel like I was in a sort of stage where I just used to buy stuff and never use it, kind of like the stage that I'm in right now, but even more so then. So what the cups used to be is one big cup. So you'd get, like, in this there's two colours, but in the other set that I used to have, it's one colour, two colour, three colour, four colour. Do you know what I mean? So this, I think, is going to be a much better way of using these, because you get a lot more colours in a really, really nice compact, well, it's not really compact, is it? But you get a lot of colours for the space that this takes up, if that makes sense. And I accepted these because I thought that they would be a really, really fun thing to use with colour palettes, or my pocket palettes as well. So as you can see, look, each little section has two different colours in, and I just thought it would be super fun to just match the colours up to the different colour palettes. There's so many colours in here that would easily match up to colour palettes, and I got excited about them because you know how I'll get them and show you, the Kuretake Gansai watercolours are, you get your colour palette, hang on, I feel like I'm quite excited about this, so sorry if I keep mixing all my words up. When I get excited, this tends to happen. Because the shapes of the actual colours on the colour palettes, it's really fun to just pick your Kuretake Gansai Tambi out and then match the colours. So obviously on the iPad, when I use these palettes on my iPad, they are much bigger and they just sort of match up better. Or even the Colour Cube. The Colour Cube palettes are bigger, but the point of these is they're small and cute. But yeah, I really enjoy the shape of the Gansai paints and matching them up with the colour palettes. Well, I thought that this would be a similar sort of thing, but with gouache, and I don't know if they're going to be any good or not. A lot of people love them. A lot of people think they're super cute and fun. Also, if you're like a professional gouache artist, I'm sure you hate them. But I'm not a professional gouache artist. I'm a professional at just trying and experimenting with art supplies and having fun now. So I'll let you know if I think they're any good, comparing them to the good colours, the like good, more expensive gouache that I've got. But yeah, I just thought these would be fun to just sort of experiment and play and get better at gouache. Speaking of getting better at gouache, let's move on to the next thing. It's a bit bendy, that palette. I feel like if I do that, I'll snap it straight in half. But it's quite a cute little palette. My old one that I got did come with brushes, whereas this one didn't come with brushes, but they did send it to me, so can't be moaning now, can I? Also, look at the way it matches. Purple. Also, oh, so much matchy goodness. I know this doesn't really match, but the colour harmony is all there, you know. So, pop these. Have you tried these before? Let me know in the comments what you think of them. I just thought it'd be a nice way to sort of play and get better at gouache without really, you know, worrying about the paints, because they're not that expensive, and even if I was to have bought them, they're not that expensive. I don't think so anyways. Right, where should I put this? Let's swap it. But then the problem is I don't use my good art supplies because I'm worried about wasting my good art supplies. But that's not the way to be, is it? So I'm going to keep the book at the bottom a surprise. Spoiler is, it's not about gouache though. But this book is one that I am very excited about. So the author is Emma Block. I don't know if you've seen her work on Instagram or anything like that, but she's a really wonderful artist and I recommend you checking her out. So this is called Get Started with Gouache. And it looks to me like a very similar book to a couple of my other favourites that I've got that I have barely used, which is the Painting Calm book, and also Katie Moody's Sketchbook Joy as well. Or is it called Sketchbook Joy? Katie Moody's one? It is called Sketchbook Joy. And basically what it is in the beginning you've got lots of tips and things of using gouache. I haven't actually read through these yet. I've only just received them today. But I'll give you a quick flip through. So look, basic techniques and then working with negative space. So then you get like basic techniques and everything in the beginning. And then the second half of the book is all projects for you to try yourself, and that's what I thought would be really fun to do in here, is to try all of the projects. So have a little flip through. I always say when I get these books that I'm going to make dedicated videos to sort of flipping through and reviewing them, but I'm yet to make any of those videos, so I'm just going to give you a good little flip through now. This is good. I can't wait to do this. I think it's super cute. And it's all pretty simple, but I really love her techniques with gouache, and I love how she uses a lot of different dry brushing. So I'm excited to try this out. All of the lovely little techniques and everything in here, and the projects. Food, lemons, vegetables, cake, animals. I'm excited for the animals. Yeah, so I just love her like illustrative style. I'm not exactly sure what she does, whether she's a children's book illustrator, but I haven't read any part of this book, so I'm sure when I do I will know more about Emma. But yeah, lovely projects in here, and people. I love the way she draws people. It's very, very simple, and something that I want to get better at. Drawing people like this is my ideal way to draw people or paint people. So I just think this is beautiful. There's a lot of her work on Instagram that I've seen like this. So I'm really excited to get started with this, as I think the projects are just really lovely and cute and fun. And oh, look at that. Didn't even know this one was in here. How lovely. And you can change all the colours of everything as well, and I just thought like working through this book with these paints would be really fun. So yeah, I'm about to enter into a gouache phase, guys. And is that the last one? No, one more. There we are. About the author, a London-based illustrator. Lovely. I can't wait to play with this. This is what I'm going to do actually. Today's video, I am going to just finish off by showing you the last book, and then I'm gonna, I don't know if I'll voice over or just put some music on while I swatch these paints out in this book. I may as well video it and just add it to this video, because why not? But I can't really be bothered to talk anymore right now. I just want to sort of sit and do some painting without talking. So that's what I'm going to do today. But yeah, I'm going to finish this video off soon with just swatching the paints out in here, writing their names underneath and everything. And then I'm going to do a little project out of this book in on the first page in here, you know. So this one is Get Started with Gouache, a colourful guide to painting the world around you. So I'm excited to get started with this one. And then while I was there on Amazon, which by the way, I'll link all of these books and I'll link everything in the description if you want to go and check that out. Any Amazon links are affiliate links, just to let you know. And thanks to you guys for using my affiliate links. I actually got a little bonus last month through Amazon. So I got like a $25 bonus, which was really, really nice. So thank you guys. It really does help and mean the world to me, more than you know, using the Amazon affiliate links. You know, feed the enemy and the enemy will feed me. Oh dear. Okay, right, got too ahead of myself there. This while I oh god, shouldn't laugh at myself really as much as I do. So yeah, while I was there looking at Emma Block's books, I noticed that she had another one. This one is called The Joy of Watercolour, 40 Happy Lessons for Painting the World Around You. Same author, same artist, and but this one is watercolour. So same again, introduction, and then so that's like page 4, and then from page 36 onwards we've got projects. And I'm excited about this one as well because the projects just look really simple, really cute, really beautiful, really fun. And I could also use gouache for these projects as well if I wanted. So I'm just making sure everything's in the camera. I can't see because my light is in the way. There we are, it's there now. And we'll do a quick flip through of this one. I love watercolour, I really do. I think watercolour is probably my favourite medium. If I had to choose just one, I'm probably going to end up missing some pages, but yeah, so these are the projects and it's super, super simple. So this one's like a bit of collage as well, which is nice. I really love that idea. I might even use this book for some of these projects as well. So I'm already changing my mind there on it being just for gouache, but you just got to go where the creativity takes you at all times, or else you become miserable. Love this, so simple. What I love about these projects in here is in the exact same way that my other absolute favourite book ever, my favourite thing that I own, this is, I think, in my just my favourite thing ever, this book is. This has inspired me in more ways than I can possibly explain to you. This one is the Creative Abstract Watercolour, and it's by Kate Rebecca Leach, and I love how you can just recreate the projects over and over and over again, but change them up a little bit, use different colours, you know, different mark making, different techniques, all of that. This is just the most inspiring, lovely book for if you're interested in watercolours and interested in abstract and just mindful art in general. Sorry, I'll just pack this away quick. So that's what I really liked the look of about this book as well. So the projects are really simple and you can just so easily change the colours of things as well, and change like the shape of the flowers and things like that. Like this, you could do these flowers in so many different colours, and you could do so many different forms of flowers and leaves and everything. And the vase itself is just so simple. Keep going. This one's lovely as well. There's just lots of like techniques that I would like to learn. Oh, look at this, beautiful. See, same again, you could change all the colours up of these flowers as well, and they're all so simple. They're pretty much just blobs of colour with a little bit of mark making on. Anybody could do this, I really believe it. So here we are, we've got fruit now, pineapple. Hope this is not spoilers for you guys. This one's fun. guess if you don't want to see it, you would just skip. A fruit bowl. This one's good, the fruit market. Painting plants. If you can hear any sniffing, the dogs. I've shut the door of the studio, or my very, very tiny small room, and locked the dogs out for today, and I can hear them super snooting through the door, which is what we call it, super snooting. So they shove their little snoots right underneath and super snoot. So we've got lots of leaf ideas. A lovely wreath, that's always really fun, and then you could do some writing in the middle. Cactus garden. Cactuses are a favourite of mine. Overgrown garden, a little bit of masking fluid there. Colorado wildflowers, beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. These books are just so lovely. These are like what I thought I would get. I haven't actually been paid for my little Amazon bonus this month yet, but I thought it might be nice to get myself like these books. You know, any excuse to treat yourself and all that. This is fun. So I feel like with these different techniques in here, I'd be able to use it to learn and grow my skills as well for different paintings that I might do myself in the future. Brogues, how cute are they? Painting food. Yeah, I'm really excited about all of these. Ice lollies, always a good one for changing colours on and everything. Oh, sushi. Don't know if you can sense my excitement. More people in here, so nice and simple. Skin tones, different shaped heads. Yep, this one's really lovely as well. So this is how I'd really like to try and get better at painting people in settings like this, or just painting people in general, really. Oh, these are so lovely. Every single one of these projects I want to do, every single one. And sometimes it's nice just to not think, isn't it? You know, like this is why I love that abstract painting book by Kate Rebecca Leach, because sometimes I really like, this is interesting. Yeah, sometimes I really like to just open a page and get going, get painting really, really quickly. I don't like to just sit there and think, oh, what do I want to paint today, you know? So this is why I love these books. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Another lovely one. I'm loving this. Absolutely loving it. Oh, look, Mexican beach. I'm excited about that because not long got home from Mexico. This is lovely. Look, and you could change the colours of the houses to match colour palettes. Santorini coast. Fun. Lots of lovely techniques to learn in here. They really, really are. Lots of use of masking fluid as well. Oh, look. Oh, is this like finishing off with a hard one, this one? And I think that's the last one. Yes. Oh, lovely. Really, really happy with these. It's actually the first time I've had a proper flip through them, or at least this one. So, there we are. That's my little haul for you today, or for me, and for you to see. I always say that, and I'm like, well, I feel bad saying that because it's not actually for you, is it? But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching. The video's not over yet because I am going to, as I said, open these, swatch them, but I'm not going to talk my way through it. I'm just going to put some of my current binging series on, which is House. I don't know if you've watched House before, but currently obsessed with it. And sometimes it's nice, isn't it, to have a series where there's just a million episodes. You can just stick it on and literally binge it all day, every day, which is what I've been doing. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Swatch them all out. Might come back at the end and talk. Probably won't, so don't wait around for it. Just enjoy some nice music now. And perhaps, yeah, stick around, enjoy some music, enjoy some swatching, and then we will do, or I will do, a project from this book, but I'm not sure which one. Maybe I'll just do the really simple one. Maybe I'll start at the beginning and work my way through. Yeah. Might not really use a colour palette or anything. I might just, you know, you don't really need a colour palette for this, do you? It's only a couple of colours. So, yeah. Not sure when exactly I'm going to start on this series, either. But maybe the next video. Like I said before, I have made a million plans for a million different videos and never follow through with them. But I am going to do this series, but it's just depends if it's going to be starting the next video or the video after. Probably the next one, but we'll see. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and leave me a comment below if you have anything to say. And if you want to get yourself a nice handmade sketchbook, handmade by me, check out my Etsy shop. Okay, bye.